Well, hey, Ben, it's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into us a quick chat. Let's talk about some of these Real Housewives, honey. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. First up on the quick chat is Miss Sheree and her boo Tyrone, honey. It looks like Miss Sheree is filming with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've seen other videos surface, but this particular image is of her being in Philadelphia. Okay, so shout out to the Peach Report Daily because they're saying that Sheree was spotted filming in Philadelphia this past weekend. Now, y'all, that means that we're gonna get us a cute little glimpse of that boo Sarah. Okay, so I'm looking forward to it because I want to see the interaction between the both of them. Okay, because y'all know back in 2017 or so, that's when images of her and him surfaced with her being in the I guess he had his prison attire on and she had her little top on, talking about some wifey and stuff. They were snapping pictures and all that other good stuff. So that's when we started to learn about the boo that she had. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's been going on in Miss Sheree's world. I want to know about the mansion she has. I want to know who's paying the bills, girl. I know. I want to be all in your business, Sheree, girl. But I'm sure you're going to give it to us this season. So I'm looking forward to it. But Peach Report Daily also said this, okay? They said this for those that did not know, okay? Sheree's boyfriend, Tyrone, is still in Philadelphia at a halfway house he was transferred to after his release earlier this year. Now, he was released like back in February. So he was released back in February. They're saying that it'll be interesting to see things play out during season 14. I agree with them 1000%. It's going to be very interesting. And I wonder how long is she up there filming and will she be going back or what is that looking like? I know the ladies ended up going up to, I believe it was New York, to do some filming there with Candiace play, A Colored Man or something like that. So I guess on her way down, she decided to make a stop in Philadelphia. And here it is. We're going to be able to get, you know, a clear-eye view into what's going on over there between the both of them. I'm wondering how long does he have to be at this halfway house and what his plans are going to be once he's like cleared up, right? Once he probably, well, they gave him early release due to the pandemic. So I'm wondering how long he has to be at this halfway house and if there's any other restrictions to follow after that, or will he be able to travel down to the Atlanta area? So we'll keep our ears to the street for that. But either way, girl, good luck. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Miss Wendy, okay? Wendy Williams hasn't been in for quite a few weeks. I feel like months now. She hasn't been on her show. They now have some guest hosts that's been running amok in the mother palace, girl. But anyway, all right, she decides to, you know, write a special note to her fans and her viewers. Okay, she put it on her social media page, and this is what it reads. Okay, it says, "How you doing? All right. I miss you all. As everyone knows, my health has been a hot topic. I'm making progress, but it's just one of those things that's taking longer than we expected. I'm a woman of a certain age, and I know enough to listen to my doctors and will return to my purple chair as soon as we all agree I'm ready. I want to thank all of my staff and our guest hosts for stepping up and stepping in while I can't be there. I also want to thank Debmar Mercury and our stations for being so understanding and supportive while I work my way back." Okay, she goes on to say, "Most of all, I want to thank my fans. I have heard your prayers and comments and feel all the love. You are everything to me. I love spending my mornings with you and all. Okay, I love to spend my mornings with you all, and I'm doing great. I'm doing everything I can to get back to work. But right now, Wendy has to focus on Wendy. I love you for watching." Okay, so what I got from this message is Wendy ain't coming back no time soon, not this year. Okay, we already knew that. We appreciate the little nuggets and the messages that they drop over there on the page, keeping us updated on what's going on with Miss Wendy, because we definitely want her to get back in good health, honey. But what I got from this message, girl, I'm not gonna be there in 2020, girl. I will see y'all in 2021. Period. Okay, because my health is number one, and I don't blame Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy need a break for the rest of the year, honey. Period. I know one thing, while y'all guests over there stepping in for Miss Wendy over there, y'all need to do some giveaways, honey. Give some stuff away to the people. All right, give us some coins and some other stuff that y'all can come up with. You get a car, girl. Do some giveaways. All right, as these people continue to keep this show afloat while Miss Wendy is out. And don't think we don't see y'all over there using the housewives for extra promo, girl. We see y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and scoot on over to a different Miss Wendy. Dr. Wendy, girl, let's talk about it. All right. Let's get into Dr. Wendy because she got a chance to go sit down on the Wendy Williams show. I wonder how she felt about that, because it probably would have definitely been bittersweet for me if I didn't get the chance to meet Wendy. I'm glad to be on her show, but I didn't get to meet Wendy. But I ended up meeting this white man. Like, girl, I don't want to see you because you don't seem to have a lot of nice things to say about Black women, sir. But I guess I'll sit down and entertain you for promo purposes only, honey. But I wonder how Dr. Wendy felt about that. Like, dang, I didn't get to meet Wendy. It would have been great, like Wendy to Wendy, okay? Woman to woman, Wendy to Wendy. It would have been a great moment, but she didn't get that, right? But she definitely came, had a seat. Girl, they was clowning Miss Girl because she talking about she a fan of Miss Nicki Minaj, but she didn't know them lyrics to that song, girl. I was hollering when she said, pull up in the Sri Lanka. I said, girl, pull up in the Sri Lanka. Pull up in the what? Pull up in the who? Girl, I don't know if that's how that go, but I was hollering because I saw it on one of the blogs, and I said, y'all wrong for that because y'all know what that lady meant. And somebody said, no, she wrong for that because she knew she was saying them them lyrics loud and wrong, and I couldn't do nothing but holler because they was right. Okay, hilarious. But I do have a clip, like I always do. So I'm gonna let you guys get into a snippet of the interview that Miss Dr. Wendy had, and she sat down with Michael R. Girl, I ain't gonna try and get this man's name right, Michael. Okay, y'all get into this.
What was your takeaway from part one of the 4-part explosive reunion? Did you watch it?
I did, and I was like, we just on part one. We have 3 more parts of this. It was a lot. It was intense.
Now, what do you think? I mentioned earlier about Candace's mouth. You've shown, the thing that really made me fall in love with you as a housewife, you showed right off the top that you don't play, that you could cut, you could slice, you could do it all. What did you think of Candace's and Mia's beef all season?
So I don't think it's fair for us to hold Candace singularly
to
a high regard, because all housewives, now come on y'all, we use our words, and Candace does it better, and she's able to deliver and stick the landing.
Now, there was a clip about Ashley and Candace's forehead. Have you ever been up close to actually measure them? Can we get an actual...
You know, I'm a professor, so I always got my ruler out. But I don't know. I think Ashley might have Candace beat on this one.
And what about my girl, Nicki Minaj? Did she show up? She showed up? Because last night you kind of tricked us, and now they're saying she did show up.
She showed up, and she showed out. She showed up and showed out. She was everything.
What was it about her?
She was just a breath of fresh air. You can tell that she really watched the show. You know how some people come in and they haven't watched it? No, she watched the show. She read us for filth.
Did she?
Yes.
Did you go back at her?
That's Nicki Minaj. I was like, if anybody can read me for filth, Nicki, read me. Read me, please.
You took it, you loved it.
I took it like a champ.
Are you a Nicki fan?
What? Am I a Nicki fan? Pull up in the Sri Lanka. What? Y'all want what?
Girl, what was it? What was that? Pull up in the hole. Oh, girl. She tried. She did try. I'm like, girl, you could have bust out with boom, 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 bass. Girl, you could have said anything, okay? You could have said anything. Someone pull up in the Sri Lanka. That was the first thing. You tried hard to get that, girl. I guess, honey. But I will say this about the interview. I am glad that Wendy stuck up for Candace, all right? And she made it, very much aware and known that, like we all say, fly things, okay? It's just that for some reason people ridicule Candace more than others. So I'm glad that she had that, especially when you got Giselle always got her mascot Robin, and you got Karen over here heavily speaking up for Mia, and then Giselle now speaking up for Mia. I'm glad that Candace had somebody like Wendy that, chose to speak up for her as well. So I wasn't mad at that at all. But speaking of Candace, honey, let's switch over because Michael Rapaport, who is, girl, he stay in Housewives business, honey. This is like the straightest man that I've known to stay in Housewives business the way that he do. Okay, now he said, and I don't believe this, but that's what he said. He says that Candace tweeted something calling him out his name because he was hosting Wendy Williams. And I'm like, she just called you out your name because you was hosting Wendy Williams? You didn't do nothing for her to she just came out and just said, she just called you what she called you. Like, I don't know. That didn't add up for me. But if y'all have more details, honey, let me know down below. Because I'm wondering, like, what did you say? What did you do for her to even respond and say something like that to you? And then I believe at you at the same time. What was that about? But I'm going to let y'all hear what the tweet said. And I'm going to also let you all hear what Michael Rappaport's response was to Miss Candace, because it was nothing nice at all. So let's get into that.
Candace is still being very, very, very reckless with her words. Let me give you a little backstory, okay? Earlier this season, we met new housewife Mia's mom, okay, who's a former addict. And Candace called her mother a low budget, okay? On last night's reunion, things got nastier. They got more nastier. There was more talk about mom's take. A look.
But the facts is that you brought your mother onto this platform to parade her around for your storyline. If she relapses, that is on you. That's low and foul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm not. My mother wanted to tell her story. You want to know why she wanted to tell her story?
Didn't seem like it.
Because she wants to inspire many
very
people.
uncomfortable.
You would never understand.
I wouldn't.
I don't even know why I'm talking to her.
But no, you ruined that opportunity by being
she's rude and she won't let me talk. So her.
Okay, me.
Candace is a bully. Listen, mothers are off limits. Didn't her mother beat her up with her purse? Where is it? Dottie? What's your mother's name? Dottie?
Dottie hit her right in the mouth with her purse.
Dottie beat her up with her purse.
Uh-huh.
You can't do that. The mothers are off limits. It was just such a good show. It was such a great episode. There was so much. It was like the Super Bowl of Housewives last night. It was like 2.5 hours of fantastic Real Housewives of Potomac. I cannot wait to talk to Wendy about it. And I was a victim last night also of Candace's words. She tweeted about me guest hosting this Wendy Williams show. Yeah, she tweeted about me. She said this melty-faced dingleberry Michael Rapaport. Make sure you practice in the mirror. Do I look like a melty-faced dingleberry? My first, and look at me, I look fantastic. I'm suited and booted. My first instinct was to punch back, but I'm going to take the high road. Congratulations on your low-budget album, Deep Space, that just came out. And shout out to the one person who downloaded it. Candace, right now you have the same career trajectory as the Catch Me Outside girl. Good luck with the music career.
Now, see, Michael, the entire thing, he was just ignorant overall. But y'all know, if y'all are familiar with Michael Rapaport, he's just an ignorant person in general. What did he say? It was the melted dingleberry face for me. The melty face dingleberry for me, which was hilarious. And he had the audacity to ask an audience that is that claps on cue. You had the audacity to ask an audience that actually agreed with Candace to just clap. Like, do I look like? Absolutely, absolutely. You do look like a melty face dingleberry, honey. It's okay. But she definitely got you. She got you great. She got you good. And I found it to be very hilarious. In reference to her low budget album, that low budget album has been getting recognition from quite a few of the greats while you over there talking and worried about it. And then for him to mention and compare her to Bad Baby, it's sad, because I'm like, did you want to use that reference? Because as much as I don't like that little girl out here selling records, unfortunately, okay? That little girl is making a ton of money because obviously there's an audience for it, okay? So Michael was just a clown, but I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments down below. Michael, you should be glad Candace was not in your face to give you the read of your life, because it's clear you couldn't even handle Miss Kenya when it was your time to handle Miss Kenya. When you had to sit in front of her, she wore you out. And I was so here for it. And then Bravo gonna sit up there and say that they didn't mean to book them on the same day. Y'all knew what y'all was doing, and he got served right. So let's go ahead and play that clip, okay? That's living rent free in quite a few of you all's minds. Let's get into that.
Anything you want to get off your chest about him to start?
I mean, you know, peasants can't summon queens, so.
Right.
Kenya,
have nothing to
you know, you have to know. Look at me. You can make eye contact with me. Or are those contacts, are they real?
Scary.
Oh, no, but I'm right here.
Scary.
I came backstage and I introduced myself to you, and I
Yes.
told you that I judge you from the show. But do you know that you are on the show, like a villain, right? You know, you have to know this, correct? You've gotten better.
Well,
but you are a villain.
Michael, I don't need you to tell me what I am or am not.
On the show.
I appreciate you being a fan, though.
I am
Thank
a
you
fan.
for watching. Keep the cable on.
But
A new job would help with that.
oh, Kenya, please, Kenya, you wish you were me, Kenya.
A middle-aged fat white guy.
Here for it. Miss Kenya got you, baby. She got you. I was so here for it. I have not seen Candace respond to anything Michael Rapaport has said thus far. I hope that she does not respond to him at all. Okay, continue to be in your zen or whatever you're in, enjoying your Jamaica trip or whatever you got going on. Let him fall by the wayside, okay? Y'all know how y'all love to say, let me go get Monique. Do we need to go get Miss Kenya? Do we need to go get Miss Kenya? Hello, Michael, it's Kenya. Do we need to go get her for you? What is it? Okay, so I was definitely here for how Miss Kenya read him down and people was able to go back and replay that so that he could be aware, okay? And Miss Kenya, nothing has changed. He still needs a job, girl. Nothing has changed. The only reason why he's on Miss Wendy's show is because they was running very slim on guest hosts to step in at the last minute. And obviously, he clearly had time. But, you know, there's that. So either way, Michael, honey, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on as we're speaking on Miss Kenya. Y'all know Nene had went onto the reel. And, you know, she did a little interview there and they asked her about whether or not she would ever return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said she would be open to it. She still has beef and issues with some of the ladies that was casted. And she also mentioned that in order for that to happen, she and Andy would have to have a sit down so that they could talk about things, right? Well, when Kenya went on to the Daily Pop, they asked her about, you know, the upcoming show that she has with Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So she talked about that show, but they also asked her about her thoughts on Nene returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this is what she had to say. She says, you know, I don't know. I know she has a lot of fans and people love her. And definitely she has made her mark on the show. And she made the show what it is. I think that interview was from her, you know, wanting to come back. Absolutely. Nene definitely wants to come back. She didn't want to leave last year. So if the doors open for her to enter, she's definitely going to walk through. Okay. Now, Kenya goes on to say that whether there's a future for her with the Real Housewives of Atlanta in terms of with the network or, you know, the higher ups, I can't really speak on that. Right. So that was Kenya being really nice. Okay. In this interview, she was being really nice and very careful to not like really speak down on her or anything. She was just like, what I took from it was like, girl, I don't know what Nene gonna do. If Nene gonna do it, girl, cool. If she come back, cool. If she don't, she don't. Okay, she gonna have to take that up with the higher ups because she said a lot of things about these people and that ain't got too much to do with me. Long as y'all ain't over there messing with my coins, I don't really care too much about what anything Miss Nene got going on. But either way, honey, good luck. And that is the energy that I was getting from Miss Kenya. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below because somebody else commented on this as well about Nene's return. Y'all know she said that if in order for her to come back, she would need to talk with Andy Cohen. And this is something that Andy said on his show. So let me pull that up, okay? And I'm reading this from heavy.com. Okay, they're saying that the spotlight is heavy on Nene during a recent episode of Andy's radio show on Sirius XM, Andy Cohen Live. Andy Cohen responded to the recent mumblings that former star Nene Leakes might be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. In a recent interview, Leakes admitted that she would be happy to return to the franchise in the near future. However, Cohen admitted that the situation was complicated. Okay. He says, what I don't want to do is get into a public thing with her. Cohen said during the episode, per reality blurb, I think she would probably prefer that I keep her name out of my mouth. And that is what I'm going to honor. Hollering. Whew, honey. Hollering. They go on to say that last year, Cohen and Leakes had a public falling out after she announced her departure from the franchise ahead of season 14. At the time, Leakes revealed that she was not able to reach a deal with the network, but later accused him and the network of racism and more. Okay, y'all heard that? Andy said, what I'm going to do moving forward is keeping her name out my mouth because that's what she wants. So basically what I concluded is at this time, there will not be any conversations to be had with Nene because I have yet to fully forgiven her for her actions last year. She could have properly, professionally bowed out last year when we didn't want to work with her or she wasn't getting what it is that she wanted instead of going on this rampage, which would have left the doors open for her to re-enter. However, the door is closed. The door is closed is what Andy pretty much was saying about Miss Nene. Girl, the door is closed. So I'm not at a place where I've forgiven you about the stuff that you've said. I feel bad that your husband is no longer here and he's passed away. But as far as you and I having unfinished business, girl, it's going to continue to sit there until I'm ready. So I don't think we're going to be seeing Miss Nene over there on Real Housewives no time soon. I feel like the only way they're gonna have a conversation is if Nene probably actually reaches out on her own, pull up on Andy to have a conversation, but I don't see Andy making that move to, have a conversation with her, unfortunately. But that's all I got, honey. I want to hear y'all thoughts on everything about what all I discussed today on the quick chat. I'm Jamie, that's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.